Hey everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Lady Vol Access. I'm your host, Cassandra Novi. Well, by grabbing wins over Florida and Missouri, your Lady Vols keep their SEC record perfect at 4-0. Combine that with a 6-game win streak, and your Lady Vols are hot. Coming up on this week's Lady Vol Access, we'll update you on what's going on with We Back Pat Week, get to know freshman guard Andrea Carter, and wrap up things as we go inside the numbers. Pat Summitt's work on the court will always remain legendary, but this week we are highlighting some of her work off the court as we celebrate We Back Pat Week, a week used to raise Alzheimer's awareness.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. My name is Patrick Wade, Director of the Pat Summitt Foundation, a fund of East Tennessee Foundation, and we're here to talk about We Back Pat Week, which is going on this week, and also to rally all of East Tennessee to attend this Sunday's game when the Lady Vols host Alabama at 1 o'clock over at Thompson Bowling. We're very grateful to the Southeastern Conference who is coordinating We Back Pat Week. This is the second year they're coordinating this effort. This year, 17 games are being played in 14 different cities representing all the SEC member institutions. It's my pleasure at this time to introduce the Pat Summitt Foundation Advisory Board Chairman, Mr. Jim Haslam.
We've really had two icons in sports in this community, General Neyland and Pat Summitt. Now, General Neyland had the game maximums. I don't think there's anybody in Knoxville that doesn't know about the game maximums. And number 3 says, if at first the game or a break goes against you, don't slow down and get rattled. Put on more steam. Lady, this is what this is all about. You didn't slow down or get rattled. You put on more steam, and because of you, we're going to beat Alzheimer's.
The SEC We Back Pat Week brings public attention to our cause, which includes raising public awareness for Alzheimer's. It also helps raise funds that will be awarded by our foundation in the form of grants to organizations that battle this disease every day. Together, we will win.
We also have a very special presentation today. Local artist Carl Hess approached the Pat Summitt Foundation a few months ago about an idea he had to support the foundation. He painted a portrait of Pat representing each of the 8 national championships. He offered to sell a limited number of these 22 by 28 prints, each of them framed and signed by Pat, and he will give half of the proceeds for each sale to the Pat Summitt Foundation. Also like to take a moment to recognize Coach Kyra Elsie, assistant coach of the Lady Vols. She's actually on the road today, but some of you may know that she started an effort where she is making a donation of $50 for every SEC win that the Lady Vols accomplish. And this has spread all throughout the country. Fans, former players, coaches have joined in this effort. We're very appreciative of your being here and for your support.
There are 5 new faces on Tennessee's roster this year, including a freshman point guard from Flowery Branch, Georgia. Lady Vol fans, let's meet Andrea Carter.
Andrea Carter hustles on the basketball court. She dives for every loose ball, and in just 7 games played this season, she earned the respect of her teammates.
Dre is just that hustle player. She's going to dive on the floor after every loose ball. She's going to, help outside the paint and get the charge. She's going to bring the energy and the hustle that we really need.
Energy. She's great on the defensive end and just getting after the ball, playing the style that Coach Warlick likes us and wants us to play.
She started the first game of her freshman season at point guard on the team she dreamed of one day playing for.
Starting was so exciting. I was really nervous, but my teammates were great. They helped me through the whole thing. They just calmed me down, calmed my nerves, and it was just more exciting. I've always wanted to be there, and to be one of a few freshmen to start in their first game was an honor.
Number 14 had found her role until a troubled shoulder finally gave way, forcing Carter to undergo season-ending surgery.
I've had shoulder issues since my last few games of high school, and then we tried to just get it stable in the summer, and it was doing well. And then in the Miami game, when I went up pretty high in the air to try and tip a ball, and I came down on it, and I felt it, and it was very painful, but you know, I wanted to keep playing. So the next couple of games we tried tape and we tried a brace, and it just kept dislocating, and it was frustrating because I wanted to play, and I would get in and, you know, get hit once and my shoulder would be out. So it was pretty frustrating. It wasn't really the pain physically, it was just really frustrating mentally because I just wanted to play.
Her hustle, determination, and leadership has influenced a new award given after every game.
Well, it was Coach Elsie's idea actually, and she came up with it, and she told me, she was like, we got a bear, and you're gonna pick one of the teammates to, you know, you're one teammate that played really hard and played with passion and heart that game.
You know, it's an unfortunate incident that she had to, you know, go through surgery and is going to be out for the remainder of the season. So we just kind of wanted to have the bear as a way to tribute this season to her, and, you know, whoever gets the bear after the game, you know, that's a big accomplishment.
Andrea Carter will leave from the bench for the rest of this season, but before too long, she'll be back running the Lady Vol offense with the same energy and emotion.
Now that I can't play, still I think I just bring, you know, heart and passion. I love my teammates. I get excited for them. Just support and energy and enthusiasm on the bench when they do something great. I want to be one of the loudest ones to congratulate them, go out on the court, give them a high five, and then kind of just a different perspective. Like, it's kind of different hearing things coming from your coaches and then hearing things coming from your teammates.
You know, it's a positive energy source. You know, she brings that energy that she had on the court with us. She's now taking it to the sidelines, and, you know, it's just really positive and encouraging to have her cheering for the teammates out there.
For the Holly Warlick Show, I'm Evan Ellis.
Tennessee continues to dominate in SEC play as they remain undefeated. Lady Vol fans, let's dig a little deeper and go inside the numbers. UT leads the SEC in scoring offense, averaging 78.5 points per game in league play. They've also totaled 314 points in 4 SEC games, the most of any team. The Lady Vols are also outscoring their SEC opponents by a margin of 20.2, which leads the league. Freshman forward Bashira Graves picked up her 4th SEC Freshman of the Week honor, which is the most by any freshman in the league. She averaged 16.5 points and 10 rebounds per game and 2 SEC victories last week. She recorded her 7th double-double of the year with 17 points and 12 rebounds at Florida. Graves has scored in double figures in 14 of 16 games this year. Junior guard Megan Simmons continues to put her mark in the Tennessee record book. With 45 points last week, Simmons now ranks 29th on UT's all-time scoring chart with 1,164 career points. She also ranks 5th in the league, averaging 17.8 points per game in SEC action. After a late overtime win at Florida, the Lady Vols will face 2 Alabama-based teams as they try to move 6-0 in the SEC. The Lady Vols will head to Auburn to face the Lady Tigers on January 17th at 9 p.m. You can catch that game on Comcast Sports Southeast. Then the Lady Vols will head home to face Alabama on January 20th at 1 p.m. Come out and support your Lady Vols and the Alzheimer's Association, as the game against the Crimson Tide will also be the featured We Back Pat game to top off We Back Pat Week. That's going to wrap up things for this week. Don't forget to wear your purple as the Lady Vols welcome Alabama here this Sunday at 1 p.m. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.